I'm Tony Sklar with bnetTV. We are here at Mobile World Congress 2013 in Barcelona. This is the Showstoppers event. I'm speaking with Mr. James Person from the Device RenewalForum. Sir, how are you today?
Hola, Tony. I'm great. Great to be in Barcelona.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Never mind. I speak Spanish.
Exactly. So listen, for all the people out there in bnetTV land, why don't you give us a brief overview of the Device RenewalForum and what you're doing here at the Showstoppers event?
You bet. So the Device RenewalForum is a global trade group, and we take in devices, the 2 billion or so devices that are manufactured every year. Unfortunately, about 10% of those are recycled or renewed, and we want to increase that number. So what we're doing here at MWC is launching our certification process. We have a brand new certification process to make sure that any device that comes in and is certified to the DRF process, users can be assured that one, the device works, and that two, all their data is really cleaned off the device. That's a big issue right now.
Walk me through a little bit about what the decrease of the life cycle is looking like right now within the ecosystem for handsets.
Well, it used to be people would keep their devices for 2 years. In the US, they have 2-year contracts, and then people drop down to 1 year, and now people are going without contracts and sometimes replacing their devices as quickly as 6 months or getting multiple devices because DRF handles not only smartphones but tablets as well. So the 2 billion devices with only 10%, you do the math, that's only 200 million, or 100 million, right? So there's incredible number of devices out there that are not being renewed. They're sitting in people's drawers, or they're getting lost, or worse, they're going to the landfills.
Now walk me through what the certification process looks like from start to finish. Who does it and who does the supply management of it?
Sure. So there's begins with a collector, and that could be a person taking their device, turning it back into their carrier, or going to a kiosk like Echo ATM is an operator that you can find kiosk at shopping malls or other places. And from there it goes into a warehouse where it's looked at to see, is this a device that can be renewed, used by somebody else, or is it past its prime and it really needs to be recycled in a responsible way. From there it goes into a factory where that takes place, and then it's shipped either to an operator to reuse the device, or it's shipped to a place where the individual components are reused in other electronics.
So what does the certification process look like for the people that are trying to get into it? How do they find out about it, and what is the testing level, how does that all work?
Well, the testing level is pretty stringent, it's very strict, they should look at it in detail, but it's something that people are familiar with if they're already in the industry. And the way to find out about it is to go to devicerenewalforum.org.
And if I am one of these supply chain ecosystem members, what do I need to do to keep my standards up? What are sort of the main new standards that the forum is looking for, and why does membership have its benefits to the forum?
Right. So membership has its benefits. One, so we can get the word out about the importance of renewing and recycling these devices. So we have membership options, and we have members who are the carriers. We have members who are the vendors. We have members who are distributors and the collectors themselves. So what they should do is just become a member, go to the devicerenewalforum.org website. They can get a copy of the process. They can actually self-declare. We have people who will audit them to make sure that they're following the guidelines, but we want to make sure everybody's on the same page, and that way carriers can be assured that they're putting good devices on the networks, and the mobile vendors, the people who make the devices, can be assured that when their device is renewed, it's still a high-quality device.
Final question for you, James. Where are the majority of these renewed devices going to?
Great question. They're coming from the developed markets, coming from coming from the US or coming from Europe, and they're going to Asia, they're going to Africa, they're going to developing markets.
Okay, well, I guess that answers that question very well, and I guess that's what we want to see within the ecosystem as a whole, is that thriving community, and the certification process helps.
It does, yes. Thanks, Tony.
James, thanks very much for taking the opportunity to speak with us here today at the MWC Showstoppers 2013. I hope I get a chance for an update again in the future.
You bet. Great to be here.
Speak with Mr. James Person of the Device RenewalForum. I am Tony Sklar from bnetTV.